Should you avoid buying a house, buying a property with an HOA? My name is Joe Polyak. I'm a San Francisco Bay Area real estate agent with Rise Homes. I'm the founder and the lead agent here on this team. I've been in real estate for 10 years now, and I've worked with a lot of clients, both buyers and sellers. So that's a question I get asked about quite a bit. Oftentimes it depends on your budget, right? So if you have a budget of $600,000 or $700,000 and you want to stay in San Mateo County or in the city of San Francisco, your options are limited. If you're looking to buy, you pretty much have no choice but to buy a property that is a condo with an HOA. There are people who are in the $1.5 million price range budget. They could either afford maybe a smaller home or a home that maybe needs a little bit of work versus buying more of a turnkey condo or townhome, or maybe even a TIC. People are always asking me, well, what would you do if you were me? I would ideally like to avoid homeowners associations when I can. One of my highest values for me is freedom, the ability to do what I want when I want. When I own a home and my own land around that home, aside from breaking the law, I'm pretty much able to do essentially whatever I want. So I can make a lawn if I want a lawn. I could do hardscape if I want to do hardscape. I could plant trees. I could have a barbecue area. I could have a jacuzzi. I can essentially do with that area whatever I want. With an HOA, you can, to an extent, do whatever you want inside of your unit, but not on the outside. If you're thinking about buying a property, let's say 1.5 million, and you're looking at certain areas in the San Francisco Bay Area, you might find that the homes aren't that big and there's not a lot of space and maybe they're a little bit older. Now your trade-off is that, hey, you have a project, you have a home that you're gonna be investing money into over time, because oftentimes our homes are older around here, so they're gonna need updated electrical and plumbing and all these things. So not only are you buying this property and you have to now think about investing more money over time into this property to really make it yours. Well, the other option is, well, you could buy a turnkey townhome. It might be a 2-story or even a 3-story townhome. It might have its own garage. It might even have a little bit of its own yard space with shared community space. Depending on where you're at in life and what your goals are and what you're looking to do, that might be the best option for you. It might not be exactly turnkey, but it might be something that maybe you just need to, paint or do the floors or remodel the kitchen or remodel one of the bathrooms or something like that. And so that could be a great choice for you. You just have to remember that you are spending money on an HOA. So you are going to be spending $300, $400, $500, $600, $700, $800, $1,000, depending on the community that you're in every month. You're gonna have to be spending that money. You have limited control over what you can do outside of your unit and of course what's inside of your unit. You have to also think about the fact that now you are connected to a group of people that, whether you like them or not, you're going to have to interact with them, and some of them will have a part to play in deciding whether you're allowed to do something or not. An example is you want to replace your windows, and there is maybe an architectural committee within your HOA that decides what color windows you are going to be able to install. They sometimes have rules, but sometimes they make arbitrary decisions as well. You are kind of at the mercy sometimes of different people within your community about what you can do to your own property. Now, the flip side of this is, again, we're going back to single family home. You have to maintain your own yard. You have to replace your own roof when that needs to be done. If the sewer line needs to be cleared out, you have to do that yourself. So you're going to spend this money. So some people say, well, I don't want to waste money on an HOA, $500, $600, $700 a month. Well, you have to remember that the money that you're spending on an HOA goes to a lot of this routine maintenance, goes to refilling the reserve accounts that will, when the roof needs to be replaced or when the siding needs to be replaced or when it needs to be painted or when landscaping needs to be redone or hardscape needs to be redone or whatever it is, you are investing that money as part of one of the homeowners in this homeowner association to deal with that. I would say the money that is being wasted within that, not necessarily wasted, but a service that you're paying that you wouldn't otherwise pay for, is the HOA management fees. So paying a management company, paying an accountant or a bookkeeper related to that. Oftentimes people who are managing an HOA, when they're getting bids, they're looking to protect their liability. So they're hiring the most licensed, bonded, insured, and expensive people to do this work, rather than you might hire a guy down the street who you saw did a good job for somebody else. They may not be licensed, they may not be permitted, but hey, you are just redoing the countertops in your kitchen. They did a good job. Why not save several $1,000s to do that? In a single family home, you have a freedom to do that. In a condo association where there's an HOA, you don't necessarily have the freedom to do that. It's really going to be a balance of what's most important to you and where you're at in life. So a couple of examples are, I have busy professionals. They're a couple, they have a kid. They're super busy. They don't want to deal with a project with a home that they need to remodel or anything like that. They want to buy a place, maybe do a little bit of work, like 2-3 weeks worth of work before they move in. And then that's it, not have to worry about it. So they can go back to focusing on their career, focusing on their child, their activities, their family, having fun, having good balance, and not having dealing with a property be part of that. They're okay with paying an HOA and paying a premium for somebody else managing all this work. I bought a home, I bought a single family home, and for me, I definitely prioritize my career and spending time with my family. But at the same time, I also really wanted an area where I can barbecue and have multiple barbecue grills so that I can entertain. I wanted the ability to put together a banya. It's called like a Russian style bathhouse, Eastern European style bathhouse in my backyard. So a sauna, a cold plunge, a jacuzzi. I wanted a yard for my dogs to play around. I have fruit trees already. I bought a home with fruit trees. I thought that's really cool. I want the ability to be able to garden. And you could do some of these things in an HOA, in a townhome or a condo. You could do some of these things, but it's a lot more limited. I also wanted the ability to have an in-law if I wanted that. If I wanted to build out a downstairs basement. What if I want to build up? What if I want to add another story to my house? What if I wanted to extend my home? What if I wanted to start taking down walls and doing other major remodels? Well, I only want to ask permission of the city and the building department, planning department to be able to do these things, rather than having to ask an HOA. When you're in a condo and you're sharing walls, you have to be really thoughtful of your neighbors, or else they're going to hate you and they're going to complain to the HOA that there's too much noise, or you can't smoke in buildings, so I can't smoke cigars with my friends, things like that. So you want to be thoughtful of what your goals are and really visualize yourself, just like with anything else in life, really visualize yourself where you want to be living. Then think about what your budget is for that. And based on your budget, based on your goals, based on what's important to you, what your priorities are and what your kind of hierarchy of priorities are, based on that, then you can decide whether you want to live in HOA community, condo, townhome, or even a single family home planned unit development that has an HOA, or if you'd like a single family home and how secluded you really want to be. Really depends on you. Thanks again for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful. I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and like this video. Hit the comments with any questions or feedback you have about this video. That would be very helpful. And also, if you're thinking about buying or selling a home here in the San Francisco Bay Area, please don't forget that I am here to help and would love to help you achieve your real estate goals. Thanks again.